when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own.
When the person pumping gas is white, they never fail. And I mean they never fail to look at me at least twice. In each case, they are responding to the master narrative that says in West Newton, where I live, the black body is out of place. Until lions have their own historians, tales of the hunt shall always glorify the hunter. Imagine me giving up and walking instead. Imagine me treating as the story is the continuing battle over who gets to tell it. As we have seen.
All right, what did you think of Professor Asim's speech just now?
I thought it was really good. I thought it was really powerful. I thought he was an excellent speaker. Thought he said a lot of things that might be hard for a kid at Newton South to think about, but that we need to think about. I thought his comments about black body being out of place and the scrutiny that invites were really insightful. And like you see that even in Newton. Like if you read the Newton tab, like crime log, it's like suspicious activity. I saw a black man in my yard, right? That's just a body being out of place. And whether it's conscious or not, that's a mentality that exists everywhere in Newton. And I think it's really important that we try to recognize that.
How do you think One School, One Book has gone so far?
I think it's one of my favorite days. I think one of the special things about today is students have an opportunity just to discuss or hear ideas that are not about some curriculum or some test, but ideas that are interesting to them or topics that are interesting to them. So wandering around, seeing all the different venues, it seems like students are really interested in it. I'd like to see more questions being asked by students, but I think I see a lot of thinking going on, so that's good.
What do you think was the main takeaway from the book, main message of the book?
One of the biggest takeaways for me was how difficult it is to succeed and to make the right choices when there are circumstances piled against you. I mean, for both Wesses. It wasn't easy for the Wes who wrote the book to get where he is. I thought one of the other takeaways was how much there is you need to take into account. They were obviously both affected by their race, they were both affected by their socioeconomic status, but one of the things that I've been hearing a lot of people say, like, made one Wes a success story and one not, was like the support system he had in place, his grandparents, his mother, and that was really the distinguishing factor. So it makes you think about what would be different if little things in your life changed.
What do you think the main takeaway was from the keynote speaker today?
Just what different shoes he walks in than I do. And I mean, I knew that already, but the way that he expressed himself just reminded me that even though I'm living in the same community he does, his world is totally different than mine. In a way that I heard him, but I still don't understand, and it just makes me more aware of my place or my relationship in society from others, and the importance of being curious and seeking out that information and that understanding, and not just assuming or taking things for granted.
How do you think the panel and events today have helped students explore the ideas in the other aspects?
I love that there are so many different ways that we give students to think about topics in Westmore. And I hope that students find from the advisory today that I think in the past people said, okay, we talked about everything else but the book, so I hope we get a chance to actually talk a little bit about Westmore and the other Westmore. So I like that we bring in people from outside of our school to help make that more real. And I love the opportunity that students have the agency to choose the areas that are interesting to them.
Great. Thank you. So how do you guys think the first panel went? And just say what the panel was.
It was exciting. It was a little nerve-wracking, but it was definitely great to sit here in front of young people and tell a little bit about my story going all the way back to '87, and to have them learn a little bit about my experience.
So it was, like I said, it was a cool experience. I graduated on to kind of hear that the same things were going on in '87 that were kind of going on now. It was cool to learn and just kind of to share that message that we have to the students of just kind of accepting different races as a whole and kind of not just trying to get away from those stereotypes.